Hi, everyone. I am Jena Wilson, the Director of Business Development at Elite, and today I am with Randy Fox. Randy is a nationally known wealth strategist. So, Randy, thank you so much for being here today. Can you give us a little bit of background on your history?
Wow. Well, I've been in the business, I hate to admit, more than 35 years now. Started with my own financial advisory practice in the mid 1980s. And we were actually a fee and commission financial planning, full service, written plan for everybody firm back before anybody else was doing that. And I think that helped me develop my trade into actually being a thorough analyst of people's situations. I kind of then diverted and have started another practice with another, actually an attorney friend of mine. And our business model was an advisor to advisor practice where we dealt with high net worth families of other advisors all over the country. And that's the business model I actually follow today. So I'm a back office support person, someone you bring onto the team when you have a complex situation that you need additional help on. And hopefully I add some value.
Yeah, great. So 35 years, that is a long time, but how
Thanks.
have you...
You're saying I'm old.
No, I'm saying, how have you seen the industry change over all of these years?
The industry is so completely different. In some ways, it's much improved. When I started, all mutual funds had front-end loads and no one was buying. And the Dow Jones was, I think, at 300. The business really started in the 80s. It was a tax shelter business. Everybody was trying to save taxes. Not that they're not trying to save taxes today, but I think we can be more effective at it. And certainly the level of advisors changed, the industry changed, the way we get paid has changed. And there's more of us today than there were back then. So it's, I think there's been a natural evolution of the financial advisory field that I think is all positive.
Right. Absolutely. And where do you see the biggest opportunity right now for financial professionals?
Well, I still think my experience is that the high net worth and let's call them the mid-wealthy, and I like to say the 5 to 150 million. Now, most of us think is 150 million is fabulously wealthy, and they are, but they're very underserved, mostly because the makeup of their assets tends to be not interesting to most of the larger firms. They own businesses, they own real estates. Their liquid net worth tends to be quite small. They don't have a lot of stocks and bonds and mutual funds, so they don't attract the big firms. So they are available for the individual financial professional, and we can really do those families a world of good. They're underplanned. I almost never meet a family that has good planning in place. In fact, I never meet a family that has good planning.
Great. And, so I can tell that there are some mistakes that you see advisors making. Any really common ones that you think could be avoided?
One of the biggest mistakes advisors make is, and not this group as much as some others, is representing a product or pitching a product or having one solution. And I think it's really important to step back, to not be anxious, and to really take a look at the client's circumstances, what they're trying to accomplish in their lives, what outcomes they want, before we start making recommendations. It to me is, I've always used the analogy, it's like walking into a doctor's office and having the doctor start to write a prescription before he's even talked to you. In medicine, they call that malpractice. I think in our business, it's probably malpractice too. But again, I think it's something we just have to be careful about. Really have to understand the client and their family and their circumstances before we ever begin to start making recommendations about what they might do.
Right. Yeah, very important there. And you are speaking at the upcoming Elite Growth Academy. So what can our attendees expect to learn from you?
Well, I've been challenged with, what do wealthy clients want? And I think I know what they want. After dealing with now close to 300 families, there is a pattern that emerges. And the big question is, how do we help them get there? And how do we help them get there and all of us be fairly compensated, and the client have the outcome they want? And it's not hard, but it's not easy.
Right. No, absolutely. Well, we're really looking forward to it. So thank you so much for your time today, and we'll see you at the upcoming event.
Looking forward to it.